you see Twink in your story? That's cool. And we fixed it for the afternoon. Day in review? How did we do? As they're taking the test, my teacher team walks around and they can check the students' answers. Forecast. What's the blend? Where is the blend? Great job, first grade. I'm not having a great day. This is actually my lunchtime and I need to set up something fun for them, so I'm gonna do that. What? Tell me about your thought process here. I see that you cut it like that, but then you changed it. Why'd you change it? Hi sweet friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maylene Call from Mrs. Call's Campers. It is April 26th. It's a Wednesday. I haven't vlogged this week yet because I wasn't feeling awesome, and so I just didn't want to use my extra voice on you guys. Love you, but sorry. I figured I could just do a day or two in my life, so welcome back to the channel. Actually, first on my list this morning, today is big house day at my school. So we're supposed to really show our pride. I've got my ears. And I picked up this shirt from Hobby Lobby yesterday because I'm last minute. And I actually want to go and if I can get a design that I made last night on this shirt. So I'm going to try to get that done in the time that I have before school. Here's an update on the shirt. I'm just going to sit here and grade some papers. And in case you were wondering, I do all of my designs on Procreate, so if you have an iPad and you're interested in making shirts, I'd really recommend Procreate. Then I just save it as a PNG and I upload it to Cricut Workspace and cut it and iron it on. In my school, I think I mentioned before, they have a Cricut and they have a Cricut in every hallway, but also a heat press in our main workroom. I actually had a Cricut heat press at one point, but it got lost in the move, so now I just make all my t-shirts at school. Is that a strong choice? No. No, that's a weak choice. I just wanted to see how fast the grocery cart would go. It went faster than I expected. When the manager stopped me, she said, "What if everybody did that?" So one lick of the cake doesn't seem like much. But if everybody did that, what would happen?
It will be a disaster.
One soda can doesn't seem like much, but what if everybody did that?
A disaster.
It'd be trashed. One kid pushing his cart really fast through the grocery store, it doesn't seem like much, but if everybody did that,
Disaster.
it'd be chaotic. It'd be crazy. Your job is to finish your story. You should have the ending.
This is really good, Miss
And you can get papers as you need them, okay?
Miss Call.
Ready, girlie?
Yes.
So the conflict is they want nap time, but they can't fall asleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're supposed to X out this, and this was it. I got
My dog
dog's-
and cats. You're fine. Got my dog and cat's stuff.
because they were going on an early morning.
Hold on. Let's look at stuff. Do you remember our floss rule? Is that short and lazy or is it superhero strong?
Short and easy.
Short and lazy. Make sure that everything you wanted to say is in here so we can be ready to go. Yes?
Sure.
Okay, so double check, read it, make sure it makes sense, okay? Character is Zach and he's in a hotel, right? Do the debug because you're getting distracted. So those pauses, you know where they are naturally, so we got to make sure we add those in. So we're going to go through here and we're going to make sure that the next letter is capitalized, okay? Hold on, I have a question. Zach said, "Can I be your friend, please?" Do we need a period there? Well, we do need punctuation, but I don't think a period is what we need. What do we need instead? "Can I be your friend, please?" He was excited now that this happened. Jack said, "No." What? Zach walked away dejected. Good vocabulary word. "It was my first job, but I was scared." Okay, this is a blend. Say scared.
Scared.
Without the ending, it's just
Scared.
scare. So we need who? You got it. It was my first job. Okay, so instead of saying I did it, you could say, "Then I faced my fear of heights and I..."
Did.
No, what did you do though?
I built.
Not builded, built.
Built.
I built? Not it, I don't know what it is. What'd you build?
A tree house.
And I built a
Second tree house.
second tree house. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. What are they doing?
I meant to like my eye and I can't get it out.
At the bottom? It looks like a tiny cut. Hold on, I have a tissue. Love you using that digraph. We actually don't need it here, but good job remembering. They wanted materials too, but there's one little problem. I'm scared of heights, so I took a deep breath. Then, I'm gonna put a heart here for the suspense that I feel.
I think it's kind of like an eyelash or something.
I gave him a heads up.
I think he's like an eyelash or something.
I know, it's a cut. Oh, it's bothering me, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. Say stepped.
Step.
Without the ending, it's just
Step.
I stepped to the ladder. And I did it because I believed in myself. And there's more.
There's 7 pages.
To think that you can think what you're a kid, when you're a kid, that can come true. Because it can come true if you don't believe, because it can come true. If you don't believe yourself, you will think you can't do it, but that's not true, because you can do it if you believe yourself, and then you can do it. Believe in you, and that's what our main character is saying. That's a pretty cool story. They played without that ending. It's just played.
Oh,
Play. Good. And they played with their baby. They played with their balls.
Oh, this is
10 more minutes. Okay. We are almost home. Okay, do you remember that secret AL? They love all the balls. All. So that's part of this word, almost. Day in review? How did we do? Okay, who wants to start first with our morning time?
After we did pretty good,
A conversation
we put our heads down.
about responsibility. I ran out of
We put
room.
our heads down.
What is responsibility? Talk about it.
I got you. The choice that you made.
It's the choices that you made. And why are the choices that we make?
Do better next time.
We need to do better. It's okay to make a,
And mistakes.
but you need to learn from it. You need to grow from it. Why was the afternoon better?
The afternoon was better because we learned from that reminder.
What are things we did in the afternoon?
Miss Cole only has to give us a little reminder.
Okay. So was writing good?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, what else did we do? We did AR. Well, writing and AR was together, right? You said testing went well. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
I agree. I think testing went really, really well. What about after testing? What did we do? We had free time. How did free time go?
Amazing.
Free time went really well too. So the morning started out what?
Bad.
Well, not so good, right? But the afternoon was amazing. Is that something to celebrate?
Yes.
Absolutely, because we realized we were making poor choices in the morning, and we fixed it for the afternoon. Day in review? How did we do? It's the end of the day. Today also, I just saw these little flowers. Our school is obviously in Las Vegas. We don't have a lot of green or like wildflowers or weeds. We have like a grassy area for the kids to play, but I've not seen a single flower out there. But today I got my first, they're kind of dried and shriveled. I got my first flowers of the year, and it's April. It just made me think of my last class that I had at my last school, because they would literally do it every single day, and they were so sweet about it, and they loved it so much. One of my kids this morning brought me, he said it was for teacher appreciation, even though our school is doing a week early staff appreciation. Instead of doing a teacher appreciation week, they're doing it a week early, and they're doing staff appreciation. But the student brought me like this bag of all sorts of little earrings, and there's so many little different themes in here, and he was so sweet, and I was like so excited for them. So it was like a sweet little glimmer to start my day. I'm still working on getting kids tested in the morning time for ESGI, just on like their phonics, and just checking like counting to 120, counting by tens, just checking off those little boxes for me, because we still have at least a solid 20 days that I can still use for instruction for my reading groups and everything, and I just want to make sure that I'm giving them everything that I can give them, and the structure is better for them as well. Have a conversation about responsibility and making strong choices, and I've had so many of my kids, I can use Go Guardian on my computer to see what everybody else is doing, and sometimes I'll pull it up, sometimes I won't, and I just trust that they're doing what they should be doing. But I've had so many of my boys lately just going around and like playing or being silly and doing all these things about when you're on your computer, you are in your bubble, you're not playing, you're not talking, you are in your own little bubble, in your own little world, doing what you're supposed to do. But I've been having kids like trying to get on game websites or this like other little website, and I'm just sending photos home to their parents saying, hey, letting you know that so-and-so is supposed to be working, but they weren't. They were on this website even though they were told they need to be working. We're not doing any games. We're not doing anything else. So I have some kids who are trying to be sneaky. It's like consistent. So we have had, and also just so many other little things about making strong choices. So I spent the whole morning time talking about responsibility, reading a book, and just having that conversation with them. After that, we did do a practice test, and I think I've explained this before. I give my kids who are ready for it the test in advance, and they take the test, and they usually always pass it. And so I work on extension things with them while the other kids are still learning the content. But today, my kids were ready to take the test, and sometimes I'll do the practice test the day before. Sometimes, actually that's what I've always done, but today I was like, you know what, I think they're ready, we're just going to take it. So we took the practice test in the morning, and then I had my teacher team with their same practice test, and they had all the answers right, and they've done this before, but that is like an answer key for them. And then I also talk with them about how they can explain or ask questions if someone else is struggling. So all of my other kids are at the tables pretending like it's a real test, except if there's something they're really not sure about and they need to be explained to them, they raise their hand. If they're done, they raise their hand. As they're taking the test, my teacher team walks around and they can check the students' answers, and so they'll go around and they'll put check marks or say, oh, you need to look at that again, or they talk and they explain it with them, and then if somebody is done, they check it for them. And one of my kids came up to me today and he had checks all over his paper because he ended up getting them all right after some help, and he was so proud. But I just love that model, and we talked about it today actually at the end of our book club.
Want to try something that you learned from this, or I knew, I was like, I'm gonna have them right, so I've got to grab it.
Cute. Learn like a pirate. That model of taking practice tests but having that teacher team walk around and check people's work and explain it, it has worked so well.
Put it at you were supposed to write the time. The ones that I check are the ones that are correct. This is pointing in the middle. Oh! Do you brush your, how long does it take to brush your teeth? I'll come back later.
So then in the afternoon, we ended up taking the actual test, and I had 12 people get 100. 5 people missed just one. The rest were 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. They did so well. All right, 2 things. Number 1,
Math test.
math test.
Yay!
Everyone's getting a different math test. So you know how
no one cheats.
So no one cheats, which we wouldn't do that anyway because that's not a response. When you're done with your math test, go back.
And check.
Okay.
We do our best.
Because you can move to a different spot. Thank you for checking. If everyone is working, you need to be in your what? Second, 1 minute, 1 hour. You didn't draw the hands on the clock, buddy. Let's see how accurate you guys are. You guys are 100% accurate. That's never happened before. That's never happened. Holy moly, I don't even know what to say. Let's see if we can keep it. And then when do you wake up? When do you eat dinner, AM or PM? So for this time, it was 6:30. This time, it was 5:30. All right, go find a spot and do rocket math, freckles, and then AR, okay? Great job.
I think it's pretty cool. Yes, we may compete, but we know one thing that is true. Ooh, we are family. Butterflies.
So I'm still really loving that. Did work on our stories. We're doing non-realistic fiction stories, and the very first conference that I pulled today with one of my kids, and I haven't conferenced with them this whole time that we've been doing these stories, which normally I would, but everything's been crazy, and I've just been using writing as kind of like our filler time because they know the process at this point and they are really getting creative with their stories. So I just have not conferenced with them so far, which in the future, do I want to? Yes. But so the conference that I'm having with them now is me just going through their whole story. And the one I read today was actually so cute. I'm writing a story about Twink, but his story also takes place in space, but then he did like a crossover, like my character appeared in his story, and it was just the cutest thing, and I love it. I loved it so much. So excited to read. So you're going to Planet Titan, right? Yeah. Well, I love space, I said. Being Titan, the son asked. Good. So we'll have this be a question mark because they're asking a question, right? Follow me. I asked. Oh. Follow me. Okay.
Quiz complete.
Okay. Keep checking. I was speechless. Loved space.
It was far.
That many days to just get there, and went very good, and it went very good. Punctuation mark. Listen. In. It was fun. So what just happened? They did what? It went very good. Can you imagine coming to space? But we had to go back. It took us the same days to get all the way back. It was fun. After this punctuation, what do you need?
Capital letter always first.
And we played games together. It should is one of our sight words, okay? You should go to space. It's fun. Seeing Twink. Oh my gosh, we have a crossover? You're gonna see Twink in your story? That's cool. Okay. So, when me and Son were coming back, coming to Earth. Wow, that's cool. I thought I was in heaven, but I saw flowers. It was so beautiful, and I had to go home. Hey, your story is so wonderful. Did you ever find Planet Titan?
No.
You never found it? That was really sweet. I'm not sure what else I filmed for you. I did give them 10 minutes because on testing days with them, no matter what kind of test it is, I always like to, I don't know, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. I gave them 10 minutes to play at the end of the day. And really, I was curious to see if they would do a good job with it, and they did, because, you know, sometimes it gets crazy. So a whole responsibility thing, I feel like in the morning really helped, and sometimes it doesn't, but today it did, because they did a really good job in the afternoon. So I'm actually going to go ahead and head to ice skating lessons. I'm now in beta. So I was in advanced beginner, and then alpha, and now I'm in beta. So we're practicing backwards crossovers, and it's very difficult, but I'll take you along with me if my phone is charged.
Sorry, we don't have to really do wiggles anymore. That is called a rocker, and that's what you use to turn easily. Okay? Go straight without like moving your body straight. That your foot's not going straight down.
Stop. We should stop. Okay, look, I know you probably watched that and you were like, Maylene, that is not impressive. Let me tell you, started this journey in January for ice skating, okay? And I've gotten so much better. Those clips are from, what is this? We're in April when you're watching this right now. It's July. I've already passed that level. I've gotten so much better. Don't judge those clips. But wanted to plug really fast. If you are not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me there because I do post whenever I have lessons and stuff. I post the good and the bad. The thing is, backward crossovers are really stinking hard. So it was challenging. I love going ice skating. It's social interaction. I get to try something new. I get to fail at things in a safe environment. You know what I mean? Like, it's just nice to have that feeling of like, oh, I'm growing and I'm learning and I'm failing, but I'm getting better. John and I are making pizza. I used my sourdough starter to make the dough, but I made it on Sunday and today's Wednesday, so I need to use it. So I'm hoping it's still good today, but the first time we made pizzas with it, it came out really good. It didn't look the prettiest, but we used our toaster oven air fryer combo thing and it came out good, and it cooks in like 8 minutes. So here is my homemade sourdough pizza dough. Oh, I was supposed to do this on the parchment paper. I love how soft this dough is.
Just do that after you put the dough in. Right now. Whole pizza's fine. Pizza's not even French.
Tell us about your homemade sauce.
It's sauce and it's homemade.
No, tell us about it.
Tomato paste, tomato sauce, a bunch of oregano, a bunch of Italian seasoning, a little red pepper in it just for fun, garlic.
It looks like Chipotle from here, like the adobo.
How dare you?
No, it looks good though. John, look at the toppings.
I did it last time until it started cooking, and then it doesn't look that much.
Sound. Because why? Or like book or because they are best friends. What sound? Because why? And they say? Good, I need to hear it. If you guys know it, I need to hear it. Be confident. What sound? Because why? Beautiful. What sound? All. Because why? They love all the balls. Sometimes L needs his twin brother. Good. What sounds? Ink, ink, onk, unk. What sound? Why? Because they're so cool, they just say, eh. What sound? Because why? They love each other, and that's mommy. Okay, what sound? Actually, I'm going to teach you a new one that we haven't. Actually, we learned this one, right? About O being left out. So these letters just say us. We learned that one, right? Okay. The one we haven't learned so far is this one. These friends right here. Spell it. We did?
Yeah.
Oh, 2 surprises for you. I'm going to give you 1 surprise and 1 surprise after lunch. A junk food surprise.
That's why you're doing it after lunch.
You know what? That's a great inference that you just made.
Oh, you know what?
Hey, when I point, you got to say it immediately. Ready? Stop. Mop.
Cop.
Stop.
I already said that.
Not. Not.
Mop.
Not.
You gotta listen for that rhyme off. Okay, ready? I'm gonna say the syllables. You are gonna blend them, and you're gonna say the whole word. Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Explosion.
Explosion.
Happening.
Happening.
Messages.
Messages.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
The blend. You're gonna tell me the blend first. Ready? Say inspect.
Inspect.
What's the blend? No. Where is the blend?
Middle.
In the middle. Say forecast.
Forecast.
What's the blend? Where is the blend?
And
Great job, 1st grade. Replace.
replace.
What's the blend? Pull, pull, pull. Where is the blend?
Middle.
Middle. Great job. Just my girls. Thirst.
Thirst.
What's the blend? Where is the blend? At the end. Boys. Glassy.
Glassy.
What's the blend?
Full.
Where is the blend?
Beginning.
Library. Everyone.
Library.
What is the blend?
Burr.
Burr. Where is the blend?
Middle.
Middle.
Unlimited.
Good. Some of you said unlimited. It's unlimited. Do it again. Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Contribute.
Contribute.
Boys, discussion.
Discussion.
Girls, navigate.
Navigate.
Good. Some of you said it's navigate. Ready?
Navigate.
Everyone, represent.
Represent.
Everyone, porcupine.
Porcupine.
Some of you said pork-e-pine. It's pork-u-pine. Porcupine.
Porcupine.
Overboard.
Overboard.
Okay, I'm going to say the onset, and you are going to add the end of the word. Say ch. Add ant to the end, and the word is?
Chant.
Say s. Add own to the end, and the word is?
So.
Boys, say. Add eat to the end, and the word is?
Feet.
Girls, say d.
D.
Not duh, d.
D.
Add ash to the end.
Dash.
Girls, say mm. Add ice to the end.
Nice.
Boys, say b. Not b. B. Add each to the end, the word is?
Beep.
Shout.
Shout.
Without the out, it's just, if you're learning, you are?
Participating.
Say wall.
Wall.
Without the all, it's just?
Wall.
Say desk.
Desk.
Without the esk, it's just?
Desk.
Not duh, d, d. Ready? Say desk.
Desk.
Without the esk, it's just?
D.
Say love.
Love.
Without of, it's just?
Ooh.
Say nice.
Nice.
Without ice, it's just? Say wish.
Wish.
Change the sh to a f.
Wish.
Where should you be? Okay. Say wish.
Wish.
Change the sh to a f, and you get
Wish.
with. Say sneeze.
Sneeze.
Change the z to a k, and you get?
Key.
Nope, you're changing the first sound. Change the last sound. Say sneeze.
Sneeze.
Change the z to a k, and you get? Sneak. Sh, a, k. We're changing the k to a p. It's going to be shape. Shape. I know it's tricky. Say please.
Please.
Change the z to a d, and you get?
Please.
Hello. That was very fake. I'm not having a great day. It's not awful, but I just am very frustrated. So, one of my kiddos has been just on one. So it's been really challenging. And everyone else is just, not everyone. 4 of my other kids are just feeding off of that. And so it's just really hard to come back from it. I'm hoping we can come back, have a conversation, just like yesterday, and fix it for the afternoon. It's Thursday. We have a 4-day weekend. Well, they do. I have staff development tomorrow. I'm doing something fun right after lunch, so I need it to be good. And you guys know I can't give you specifics about some things. Anyways, we haven't done a ton this morning because I've got to finish this testing. I think I have a mom who can come help me a little bit later with some things, but it's really hard for me to get my kids tested because I do have a group of kids who just cannot be independent. And granted, like, things have gotten so much better since the beginning of the year. Like, sometimes I look around and I'm like, okay, like, this is improvement. We are doing well, but we're not doing well, if you know what I mean. Getting my kids tested has been, like, my one-on-one testing through ESGI, which if you do not do ESGI, I highly recommend that you go for it. Sign up for a free trial. I do have a link I'll leave in the description box. It's my favorite thing. It makes it so easy for me to test my kids and see all the data and give the data to parents so easily. I just run the parent report and boom, they have all the information for their kid. It's wonderful. It's my favorite. I have like 3 kids left that I need to do like one thing with them on, so we're gonna get that done in the afternoon. Oh, we did! I completely forgot. We did get our little class pet. This is Blueberry. She's fake. I'll link her on Amazon if you want her. There's a little, you can kind of see it with the light shining, but there's like a little wire that runs. It's battery operated. But I had a little competition. They wanted to name her Blueberry, so this is Blueberry. Because this is actually my lunchtime and I need to set up something fun for them, so I'm gonna do that. These are the same tablecloths that I used for Valentine's Day. They're PVC, so you can reuse them. They're like this pink color. You can't see because the lights are off, but they are nice. A couple more things to just throw out. In a normal year, this is a much bigger deal. I do a much bigger thing, but you know what? If you just throw some butcher paper down, bam. The kids will think it's cool, so I'm not going to stress too much, but I am going to get a couple more things to put out for them to get ready. What about the other surprise?
I think she gave us a junk food snack. Because why would you be in your eighth? I think she made our classroom a bakery. Same. In the surprise. No, Taxi. Miss Call.
What?
I just want the
And look, they're here. Lunchbox leaf, no touchy. Bakers.
That's what I said it's called.
I turned it into a bakery. Your mama did help me. I'm so grateful. Have you ever heard of a cat cafe?
Yes.
Get a marker. You are going to find a baker's hat.
Yes.
That's where you put your name for your hat. Name on your hat. If you come to me, I'll make sure it fits your head.
We can get it. I just had to.
I know, I didn't have a chef's hat today because
You should have bought one on
I
Amazon.
left it. I actually did buy one, girl. I left it.
Did you buy it at Amazon?
No, Hobby Lobby.
I went to Hobby Lobby.
You're telling on her.
That's so good.
Wow, you guys are cute. All right, my turn.
Your turn.
My turn.
Your turn.
We are bakers, and when you are a baker, it is very, very, very important to know all about fractions. Are you ready to review? There we go. The first important fraction to know when you are a baker is when you have two people that need something. Halves. Beautiful job. 2 equal pieces is called halves. Okay. What about if you need 3 equal pieces? It's called thirds. 3 equal pieces is called
Thirds.
Yes, first grade. But sometimes we know what halves look like and what thirds look like and what fourths look like. But you know what it's harder to do? It's harder to actually do it. So before, to do some practice, okay?
We gotta make it into halves and thirds and fourths. Partially making equal pieces.
They have to be equal because you know what happens if you run a bakery and you are selling a slice of a cookie, like a cookie cake slice, and you're selling them for $3, and there's a little tiny one and there's a big one. What are your customers gonna do?
They're gonna freak out.
They're gonna freak out. What else?
They're gonna leave.
They're gonna leave. They're gonna complain, right? Are you gonna sell that little tiny one for $3? No, no one's gonna want that piece. It needs to be
Equal.
It needs to be
Equal.
equal, so no one complains.
We want good reviews.
Good reviews. That's right, girlie. Equal or unequal, just as a warm-up. Are you ready?
We're gonna do our shop. We won't.
You'll get shut down. If you don't do it right, you'll get shut down.
No,
can't do
you'll
that.
get fired. We need the building want 5-star review.
My turn.
We'll get fired.
So, blue will be
Equal.
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 It is equal. Tell me. What is it?
Equal.
It's equal. Unequal, because why? He is not going to be a happy customer. This person right here, though, he's going to be a happy customer. What about this guy? Partitioning. Making equal pieces. Your turn. Your job, your first practice before you get your own official bakery is you are going to partition. I'm going to be walking around. Yeah, you can do it. People, how are these people going to feel? When I ring my bell, ding ding, I want you to have a conversation with the friends at your table and talk about the different ways that you partitioned your shapes. So you ready? What are you talking about? The different ways you partitioned your... Okay.
Wait, we did it. Well, these are not really the same because these have like this.
Tell me about your thought process here. I see that you cut it like that, but then you changed it. Why'd you change it?
Same arrow side.
Your shapes. Did you guys do those the same or different?
Different.
Which one's right? Which one's right? Do you both have 3 equal pieces?
Yes.
So which one's right?
Both.
Yeah, they're both right. My turn?
Your turn.
Who can tell me what you discovered about how you guys partitioned your shapes? What did you discover?
I discovered that cut different ways. His was cut like that and mine was cut like that.
Both ways are...
The same.
They're not the same, but both ways are...
Different.
Equal. They're what?
Equal.
Because they have the same amount, but there's different ways you can do it. Okay, I want you to take your papers, bring them to me. Perfect. You're gonna bake a cake. You can share your cake with up to 3 people. You can share your cake with up to how many people? 3 people. So if I want to share my cake with, can I share my cake with these 3 people? Yes. Now I want you to think in your brain, private thinking. Show me with your fingers. How many pieces of cake do I need to share my cake with my 3 friends? Some of you are holding up 3 fingers. So if I have 3 pieces of cake, I get 1. You gets 1? It's 1, but who's left out? How many pieces of cake do I need?
4.
I need 4 pieces because it's me. And how many pieces of cake do I need?
3.
Because how many people are there? 3 people. How many pieces of cake do I need? 4. Good. Have a seat. This paper is folded in. Oh, it's folded in what? It's folded in half. Design a cake. It's going to be a flat cake, so we're looking at the top of the cake. So if I decide to make my cake, I can decorate it however I want. I can put whatever sprinkles. I could write a message on it. And Miss Call's favorite cake is actually called Funfetti cake. You know how they have all the little different colored sprinkles. I want to share my cake with John and Tesla. It's a dog-safe cake, okay? Now, with a marker, I don't care what color marker you get from back there, it is cut into thirds. You glue it. How many people are you sharing it with? 2. So how many pieces do you need? So you need to cut it in 2? Beautiful. So I would come to your bakery. The green one. Don't need it yet, just wait, it's gotta cool. Oh, you saw me last when I was decorating. Actually, a mom came in. She, honestly, the sweetest angel. She brought me these hooks from the Dollar Tree so I can hang things up in my room easily. Like, the sweetest angel ever. Love her so much. She helped me set up a little bit, and I was not expecting her to. Started by reviewing equal and unequal parts and halves and thirds and wholes and fourths, and we were actually a little bit crunched for time. I didn't think we were. I thought we were going to go through it quickly, but so many kids who just struggled listening. I'm so exhausted. I don't know if you can tell. I'm really exhausted. I'm trying really hard to make memories with them. I'll link the pack from TPT that I use for you. The kind of culminating thing was really this. Covering up names. This was kind of the culminating piece to it. And last year I bought my kids crumble cookies. If I told you that, didn't do that this year. I get them like the crumble box. I didn't really think it was necessary, I guess, this year. They just got this for their cookie that they were partitioning. And even then it was kind of a disaster at the end because I have some special friends in my class who I try so hard with. I'm just so exhausted. It's really, really hard sometimes. I had a mom who came in actually at the end of the day and helped a little bit with uploading things to Dojo, which is really kind, so now I don't have to stay and do that. Since we have a staff development day tomorrow, look at my hair. Since we have a staff development day tomorrow, I could always do that, but sorry, I don't have any energy. Some weeks I feel like I'm really good about this, and some weeks I'm just not, but that's real life. I'm drained, I'm tired. I did get all my kids tested, didn't send home the results, but that's fine, because that's just something I do for me. I'm not mandated to do that. I just do that for me, so I'll just send it home Monday. We have a long weekend. My kids did have fun, and we did a day in review, and I was like, okay, what about the bakery? And they were like 10 out of 10. Like, they did good, 10 out of 10. And I was like, well, it was 10 out of 10 fun. Was it 10 out of 10 listening? And they were like, no. Like, they had, so as much as I felt like I was like on top of them during it, they were like, no, it was 10 out of 10. Great, love it. Couldn't be better. I have one more thing actually that I want to show you, because we have been growing sunflowers and I just haven't shown you. I don't even know if I showed you an update, but I do this every year with my kids. In other states, I get pictures over the summer. I don't know how well sunflowers will survive in Nevada. They're growing so big, but I wanted to show you. I was doing our bulletin board for this unit because it's very cool. So obviously there's a lot going on, so I'm going to explain it. Starts off, these are the kids planting. It has, if you give a first grader a seed, has the kids planting their sunflower seeds, and then it has pictures of them throughout the entire process. You can see like everything that they're creating. So we did just like the diagram to start, and then they did research on everything. You can see their little research pictures, and then we did parts of the flower with a little bit more information, and then here's like a process picture. Oh, there go the lights. And then there's like a pop quiz section right here. So they each wrote, I told them they had to try to think of a question that would stump the class, and they were broken up into parts. So one group was studying the flower, one group was studying leaves, one group was studying the stem, and I told them they needed to think of a question that would stump their peers. So that's the question their group came up with. You lift it, you get the answer. So that was really fun, and then they each like created a part of this, each of their different groups, and I was able to piece it all together. It was actually really cool. I was kind of hoping they would, I told them really zoom in, and I gave them just a half sheet of paper, and they all, like you can see, I know it's dark, but there we go. So that's all that. So it's kind of like the process, and then we have some like cute little did you know fact. Did you know leaves can store water? In every seed, there's an embryo with a baby plant. You can eat many of them, like potato, celery, broccoli, bok choy. He was the stem group. Roots help a plant stay up so they don't fall down. When a seed grows, it grows a primary root, then a secondary root. The leaf's job is to absorb sunlight. So lots of good things in here, but I'm to share because I didn't necessarily film the process of this. I wanted to show you that because I've never seen anyone do a bulletin board like that with the students' pictures and like the process of it all. And I thought it was really interesting, and maybe that can inspire you. I'm gonna run out of here and actually end the vlog. I always feel so self-conscious when I'm ending the vlogs because I'm like, did I do enough? Did I show enough? Doesn't matter. If you're someone who just watches because you've been with me a while, or you like hanging out with me, or you are actually learning something, let me know. Make sure you like this video. If just give me some support. Give me a like, show me some support. Make sure you subscribe and join the family down below. I promise I'm not always a hot mess. Nope, that's a lie. I'm always a hot mess. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.